Ron P. WiseGuyBets coming to you with some value picks for today's NBA main slate. We got 2 games on the slate. Try to find a little value in these 2 games. What I'm going to do is give you 2 guards, 2 forwards, 1 center. Let's get right into it. At the point guard position, I'm looking at Patrick Beverley from Minnesota. He's 5,500 on DraftKings tonight. His projection is 27 fantasy points. He gives us 1.14 fantasy points per minute. New York is ranked 14th against the point guard position. His minute projection for tonight is 30. Let's look at Beverley's game log. Over his last 5, he's given us 26 fantasy points over 25 minutes, 29 over 30, 23 over 21, 40 over 26, 37 over 21. So as you can see, he's at least going to give us 1 fantasy point per minute, and according to his last 5, and possibly more. 30 minutes more. 30. His minute projection is 30 against a defense that's kind of, good against the point guard position. I could see him giving us right around his projection between 27 and 32 tonight. So I like Patrick Beverley at the point guard position. Let's look at the shooting guard position, and I'm going to go with Klay Thompson for Golden State. He is 5,500 on DraftKings. His projection for tonight is 28. He's given us 1.1 fantasy points per minute. Detroit is not good against the shooting guard position. They're 28th against the position. His minute projection is 24. Let's look at his game log. He's given us 23 fantasy points over 23 minutes, 17 over 21, 23 over 20, 24 over 20. I definitely see him up around 30 tonight against a bad defense. His projection is 28. I think he exceeds that projection for tonight. Let's look at the small forward position. At small forward, I like Otto Porter for Golden State. He's 5,800 on DraftKings, a projection of 25. He also gives us 1.1 fantasy points per minute. Again, Detroit is not a good defensive team, and they rank 26 against the small forward position. His minute projection for tonight is 24. Let's look at Otto's 10 games. Look at his last 5 games. He's given us 36 over 26, 37 over 19, 18 over 15, 23 over 28, 25 over 20. As you can see, his last 2 games, he's been playing very well. Both games were on the road. They've had a day of rest. I like Otto Porter to give us at least 30 tonight. I think he gets us 30 fantasy points against a bad defense. Let's look at the power forward position. And at power forward, I like Vanderbilt for Minnesota against the Knicks. He's 5,700 on DraftKings. His projection is 28. He gives us 0.99 fantasy points per minute. The Knicks are 18th against the power forward position. Vanderbilt's minute projection for tonight is 28. Let's look at his game log. Last 10 games, he's given us 20 over 24, 23 over 30, 22 over 26, 59 over 31, and 42 over 28. Decent matchup for him tonight. If he gives us the projected 28 fantasy points, I'm pretty pleased with that. Let's hope he gets more than his 28 minutes, but his minutes projection is 28. If he gives us 28 minutes, I'm pretty confident he can give us anywhere between 25 and 35 fantasy points. Let's look at the center position. And we're still going to stay with this New York versus Minnesota game, and we're going to go with Mitchell Robinson. He's 5,400 on DraftKings. His projection for tonight is 27. He gives us 0.99 fantasy points per minute. Minnesota is 32nd versus the center position. His minute for the projection for tonight is 28. He has a tough defensive matchup, but very favorable offensive matchup. Let's look at his game log over the last 10. He's given us 21 over 26, 33 over 31, 38 over 26, 37 over 32, 22 over 28. So he's also been playing well in his last 5 games. I think he gets us over 30 fantasy points tonight in a game. The pace is going to be a little high up and down the court, and he has a favorable matchup. Minnesota just does not defend the center position that well at all. So those are my picks for tonight. Let's do a little brief recap. At point guard, I like Patrick Beverley from Minnesota. Shooting guard, I like Klay Thompson for Golden State. Small forward, I like Otto Porter Jr. for Golden State. At power forward, I like Jared Vanderbilt for Minnesota. And at center, I like Mitchell Robinson for the New York Knicks. So those are my value picks for today. If my picks help you, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. That would be greatly appreciated. That's all I have for today. Until the next video, peace.